Brought to you by Gamezy. Win up to rupees 5 crores every day. Download the app now.
Hello and welcome back to Sports Today, where we are discussing the final points of all the 10 IPL franchises. I've got with me my colleague Nikhil Naz, who's going to help me find a few chinks in the armor of all the 10 IPL franchises. We've discussed a few, and today what we are going to discuss is the Yellow Brigade, the Yellow Army, the Whistle-Podu Army, or the defending champions Chennai Super Kings. But firstly, let's see what exactly Mr. Sunil Gavaskar has to say on this team.
Chennai Super Kings will always be a team that will be in the top four. Apart from one season, they have always qualified. So don't be surprised if they qualify once again. But what is going to be most important is how much of a role Dhoni is going to play. Is he going to be backstage in the sense play, but not be batting up the order? Is he going to hold himself back? All those factors will determine. Because a leader is a leader. And what we saw last year when they came back and won was those 2 or 3 innings that he played in the middle of the table matches where Chennai Super Kings were not looking in a great shape. And he came and he changed the fortunes. He played those 3 impact innings with which Chennai Super Kings won, and they never looked back. So yes, Dhoni's role again is going to be crucial, as it has always been over the last so many years.
So as Sunny Bhai there was saying that this is always going to be a top 4 team for him. We'll have to see whether we agree or disagree, because that analysis is coming up. Also, MS Dhoni's role, that is another thing that SMG pointed out. But before we get into the finer points, here's a quick reminder. Don't forget to download the Gamezy app and make your fantasy teams, because you get the chance to win up to 5 crore rupees daily. And the best thing is you can make teams on this app even during the mid-innings break. So on that note, let's get down to the 3 big questions we have for every team. What have you got for CSK?
Well, not too many questions. My first question to you, where should MS Dhoni bat?
Oh, that first question.
Where can you utilize MS Dhoni the best?
I think what MS Dhoni will do, we've begun to see this with him, that he's tended to push himself down further and further low into the order. What I think he will do, as he's been doing in the past, if few quick wickets fall up top, 2-3 quick wickets, let's say 30 for 3 or something like that, then he may push himself to number 4, 5, whatever,
Will he do that?
I think he may, because at least to start with, I think he will also gauge himself. You've got to remember that he's not playing international cricket now continuously, so can be a bit rusty with the bat. I know they've got a long camp coming into this IPL with, so he must have ironed out a few flaws there, but still not playing international cricket, can take its toll. So he may still push himself a little higher there, but if things go as to plan, as in everyone getting run at the top, then I see him batting somewhere around number 7.
Not before Jadeja.
Not before Jadeja. Jadeja then, no, actually number 6 for Dhoni, and Jadeja at 5 is what I've got. So MS Dhoni at 6, Jadeja at 5. On some days maybe, because he really likes this left hand, right hand, so he may go ahead of Jadeja also and bat at 5.
I'm saying, why not bat higher up the order and just go bang bang, smash the bowlers?
Can't have. See, I think even MS Dhoni realizes that those days have gone. It's age catches up with everyone. Your reflexes slow down, and it now takes him time to get into the groove, not the MS Dhoni of the past. It happens with everyone. And I think the best thing about MS is he realizes this before anyone else does. So he
Wankhede memories.
Stadium. The 6, but those memories now more than a decade.
Exactly.
11 years.
11 years.
So that was a long time ago. That was a different Dhoni. That was a different time. Not so much now. Where do you think he could be?
Well, I don't see him bat higher up the order. I think he'll bat below Jadeja. More often than not, MS Dhoni will come after Ravindra Jadeja, and that also has to be seen where exactly Ravindra Jadeja comes out to bat. Remember, Rohit Sharma made very good use of Ravindra Jadeja higher up the order. So is that going to be a thought process that CSK will also follow? That remains. I think that remains to be seen. I think maybe Ravindra Jadeja's batting position will decide eventually where MS Dhoni bats. Next question, the perennial question. aging stars, because last we've been talking about this team that they have too many aging stars, daddy's army, but all those players are now at least 1 year older than what they were last year.
Okay, so in my 11, I'm just looking at the aging stars. If I was to make my 11, I see Robin Uthappa. Also, I mean, okay,
Yes,
you
yes,
can call
yes.
him in the aging star category. Raidu,
Yes,
Moeen Ali,
right,
MS Dhoni,
right,
Dwayne Bravo.
right.
5. Oh, and 6 are youngsters. I'll tell you the 6 youngsters that I got. Ruturaj Gaikwad. Then you've got Ravi Jadeja. He defies age. That's why. Shivam Dube.
True.
Deepak Chahar when he plays. So that's 4. Thikshana I had 5. Again youngster. And Adam Mill. So 6 young and 5 not so young. So Dad's army can still be potent.
You mentioned about Thikshana, but my next question was because
Third question, third and final? Or?
what? No, I may have one more question
Oh,
actually.
my
You mentioned about Thikshana. What if Thikshana doesn't make it to the 11? Your 11 does have Thikshana.
No, possible.
So I am saying maybe they.
If Santner comes in?
I think maybe they lack a. He's a. You're not going to play Conway. Devon Conway.
Conway can also come in.
I'm saying then they lack a spinner, lack a genuine spinner.
So what
That's
happens?
my concern.
So what happens with Conway? I'll tell you. Let's say Conway comes, Ruturaj comes, will be there. Uthappa plays, Raidu plays, Moeen Ali play.
Right.
They have 5 batsmen here. Okay. Then they
3 foreign players.
No. I'm just saying 5 batsmen. Then Jadeja. That's 6.
Right.
And if there is a Shivam Dube, which is an order, that's 7. Will MS Dhoni bat at 8? Or okay, let's say ahead of will Shivam Dube bat at 8 and so I don't think they can put
I think to
then they'll have to move like an Uthappa.
I think no Uthappa I think will surely start in this 11, but I honestly feel maybe Devon Conway may just start in the 11. Remember,
But where are Dhoni batting?
I think
So Conway, Ruturaj, I'm talking about players that bat ahead of him.
for me MS Dhoni's position is number 7.
Yeah, it will have to be 7.
But the question is they lack a genuine spinner. Mitchell Santner has been playing with this team for quite.
That's what Thikshana. Yeah, he can bowl with the new ball in the power play, mystery spinner.
But I doubt if he'll get a chance in the 11 to at least to start with it. So the only genuine spinner that I see in this 11 is Prashant Solanki. And we've not.
And Ravi Jadeja.
See, I'm talking about a genuine spinner. Jadeja may or may not complete his quota of 4 overs. Then you also have to rely on Moeen Ali. But you lack a genuine spinner. That's the only concern that I have as far as spin.
Moeen Ali, Jadeja, good spinners, yeah, but genuine.
You expect them to bowl 8 overs? Not regularly.
Not Moeen all the time, but they use him in the power play sometime. And with the left-hander, he'll bring him. Jadeja, he has 4 overs, I think. He'll bowl 4 overs. Why not? So you've got that. And then you may, if you get Santner also, but then similar to Jadeja, I think, left arm. So I don't know. It's going to be close. One Thikshana, different type of.
Fair enough. One last question.
Yeah.
Dwayne Bravo and Chris Jordan. They're no longer the same bowlers that they used to be. T20 specialists, especially at the death, no longer.
Bravo, I'll agree with you because he stopped playing international cricket and I think is not as potent as he used to be. Bravo again, but Jordan still, he doesn't get too many opportunities in the IPL, but as far as I can remember for England, he's still one of the guys that they rely on. And so that is why I don't have them in my 11. I mean, I do have Bravo. Because he's also an all-rounder.
Will he last the entire duration of the season?
Good question. Maybe not.
Because last season also we remember.
But maybe because he's not playing any other cricket. Till that time he was playing international, played the T20 World Cup also, which was his last. So now that he's not playing anything, he'll come fitter, no aches and pains. So may last, I don't know. Different way of looking at it. Yeah.
Although I have my doubts, but you never know. With the Chennai Super Kings, never say never. Last season, we saw them struggling entirely throughout the tournament, but what they did in the next season was a remarkable turnaround. If they won the IPL season 14, will it be same in 15? Remains to be seen.